Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the New York Giants and the Chicago Bears.
2025 Chicago Bears.
We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, and that's Cairo Santos to get us started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. A play fake, now Dart. He gets that complete downfield to Slayton. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
It's a gain of 37.
A big play right out of the gate on the first play. 37 yards.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
He'll step up and run this. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
That's another.
So they decide to move the pocket in the launch point for the quarterback by calling a bootleg. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball downfield, but it does allow him to get out onto the edge, pick up a positive gain, and convert the first down.
A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On second down, Dart. Open man is Robinson. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Out of the gun, third down, it's Dart. And that is incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
A 30-yard attempt.
Gano's kick is good. And the Giants will take a 3-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
This will be returned from the 6. Solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So here come the Bears and their quarterback for the second straight year. The #1 pick in the 2024 draft. It's Caleb Williams.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
from the 42-yard line. Here's 2nd and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Giants come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. First run of the game here for DeAndre Swift. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you could see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
That's a short throw caught by Komet. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3.
So anytime you decide to blitz, the hope is that the secondary can hold up long enough to allow the extra pressure guys to get to the quarterback. But when you don't get to the quarterback and he's able to get the ball on time and in rhythm, there are holes in the back end, and they're able to pick up the 1st down.
17 yards on that play. Good for a Bears 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for a Bears 1st down.
That's just playing quarterback at a really high level, Mike. I mean, once he realizes his initial pre-snap read has changed, he just calmly goes through his progressions against this zone look. He ends up delivering a strike, and they keep the drive alive.
I'll give up the middle with Swift. Base to run inside the 20. And they'll finally run him down, but not before he takes it inside the 15. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Chicago.
10 at the 11-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
On 1st down, they give it right back to Swift. And he will score! DeAndre Swift, touchdown Chicago.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He knocks it through. And the Bears move out to a 7-3 lead.
7, Giants 3.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Giants offense ready now for their 2nd drive. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Right away, they'll try a jet sweep. And that's going nowhere. Thrown down, literally and awkwardly, right at the line of scrimmage.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8.
3rd and 2.
Now a 3rd and 2. Motion man is Hyatt. On 3rd down, they'll run with Tracy. That's going to be pretty close. Looked at first glance that he had it end. He does. First down.
And the Giants, first down.
And this is really just all about the second effort. I mean, they've got him stopped initially, but it's his ability to just continue to push through the initial contact, push forward to that first down marker, and he didn't get it by much, but that's a really good effort.
On play action, it is Dart. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away, don't turn it over, and let's live for the next play call.
2nd and 10. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
Out of shotgun, it's Dart. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target, no catch, and now 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Drive will start on the ground. He'll get this ahead for about 3. Javon Holland up to make the tackle.
Javon Holland on the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. Out to his right. He keeps it himself.
Williams. A gain of 9 yards. And the Bears first down.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
So, 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the give, it's Swift. And tough running there. He's up to the 32. Cordell Flott is there on the tackle.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. A play fake. Now Williams. Toss right side to the tight end, Komet. And they will finally run him down. A big-time play for the Bears. 33 yards.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
They'll run here with the rookie. Finding room to the 20. He'll be out of bounds down around the 40. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bears first down.
Really nice job getting this ball out to the edge, and then once he's able to get clear of the D-line, get vertical and accelerate down the sideline. That's a great run. He's forced out of bounds, but not before setting up first and goal.
This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
A loss of a yard.
We don't give these big guys enough credit, Mike, just how fast these defensive tackles really are. Here he uses his speed to break through, take the back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Williams. On the move left. And he's able to gain yardage out of this one before he slides.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. That one's incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot, and now it is 4th down.
I think that's one he's going to look at on film tomorrow and want back. I mean, there wasn't enough space there to get the first down. I know the ball takes him a little bit out of bounds, but he's got to get your first foot down, drag the second. That's how they teach it. Just can't quite get it done.
26-yard attempt.
Santos's kick is good. And the Bears just go out to a 10-3 lead. Cairo Santos, following the made field goal, back out to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Giants offense getting set to get back to work. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he ran right through one tackle, fighting forward. Good gain on the ground of about 7.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical gain here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
On 1st down, Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 7. They'll go play action here with Dart. A throw on the move is caught. And he's going to be out of bounds awfully close to that first down marker, but they're going to mark him just short. So 3rd down coming up.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak. And it looks like he's going to have that first down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. And they convert on 3rd down.
First down. A gain of 1 yard. First down, New York.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A carry here for Tracy.
offside defense. Still first down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. On the give, it's Tracy. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play.
At the 44-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 4. On the ground, it's right back to Tracy. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, Mike, what separates the really elite defensive edge players from everybody else is not only their ability to rush the passer. That's what everybody focuses on. But, man, the defensive ends that are good in the run game, those are the guys that never leave the field.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete. Darius Slayton was the intended receiver. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
So with these RPOs, Mike, it really just comes down to trusting your quarterback to make split-second decisions and make the right read. And if you don't, it kind of just wastes the down, and that's what we saw here.
They'll indeed go for it, and it's done. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. And he will have that 1st down. Taking a chance here early in the game, but they convert on 4th down.
Love the idea of going for it on 4th down. Anytime you're on your opponent's side of the field, Mike, you have to take advantage of that field position. You're too long for a field goal, but you're too close to the end zone to punt it. So going for it on 4th down is definitely the right move. Now you've got to take advantage of it and don't let it go to waste.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st down, New York.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And they continue to churn out 1st downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That is caught side of the end zone. Wandale Robinson. Touchdown, Giants. The teamwork was just ideal there. Greg, we don't see practice all week, but we see it pay off in the game.
And when you have a wide receiver, Mike, that can operate near the sideline, it just increases the amount of space that quarterback has to work with. He knows that he can put that ball maybe a little bit further away from the defender, knowing he's got the guy on the other end to not only secure the catch, but to keep his feet in bounds for a touchdown.
Now it's Graham Gano for the PAT. The kick is good, and the Giants will tie things up. It's now 10-10. All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. On the return, it's Devin Duvernay. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. He'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Third and long. Here's Williams. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up fourth down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
On the return, Olszewski. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's Dart on 1st and 10. He'll get it into the hands of Slayton. The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
And the Giants first down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40 as we are ready to get back underway. Off the bootleg, here is Dart. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outcome.
On second down, he'll fake the handoff and hold on to it. And they'll move it down to the 11-yard line. He's out of bounds there. That one good for 29.
So, Mike, at the core of a successful zone read play is that the quarterback understands which defender is he responsible for. That is the defender they're trying to put in a bind. In this case, he chooses the runner, the quarterback pulls the ball, and he's able to take off for a big gain.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
So after the loss on first, here's 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. He's got his man, that's Slayton. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
And it's third down.
Throwing is Dart. It is caught. It's Robinson. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Giants going to take the lead. It's now 13-10. Graham Gano now following the field goal. Back to kick this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He'll step up and run. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that play, one first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Mike, this is great awareness by the quarterback manipulating the pocket. He feels the pressure coming on around him, but so often the soft spot is moving up in the pocket. That's exactly what he does. Takes off down the middle of the field, picks up good yardage, and a first down.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
Off play action. Here's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Bears. And even 30 yards.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given. But it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else. And I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Give him 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
This offensive line continues to be very physical at the point of attack. They've been able to give their backs plenty of room to run. And that's why they've already eclipsed the century mark here in the opening half.
He's got his big tight end. Cole Kmet. Touchdown, Bears. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
Santos for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Bears make the lead 4. It is 17-13.
Giants 13.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Olszewski now to return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. Here's the Giants offense now. They get set to take over once more. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. Forced out wide. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A great job of knowing when to go. He gets 17 yards on that run and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
The defense is going to have to come up with a plan for this quarterback using his legs, Mike, or it's going to be a long day. They knew coming in he was a threat, but I'm not sure they thought he would be this effective this early.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
In motion, it's Robinson. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
42-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Third down, they need 5. Looking to throw. It's Dart. He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play out of the G-men. It's a gain of 34.
And they decide to bring pressure here on third down, but he does a really nice job, remains calm under pressure. He ends up delivering a strike downfield and keeps the drive alive.
In motion, it's Robinson. On 1st and 10, here is Dart. This one taken in by Hyatt. And it'll be marked down at the 7th. And it will set up 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly aren't wasting any time marching down the field. I mean, you only need one hand to count how many plays they've run, and yet they find themselves 1st and goal inside the low red zone.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. In trouble, and down he goes.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
From back at the 13-yard line, it is 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. And that's going to move them closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
He'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. And he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. Now, Gano for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Giants go up by a field goal as they lead it by 3.
17.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. A very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 12 yards on the game, and that's good for a quick first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll get that to Zacchaeus.
Williams pass complete to Olamide Zacchaeus. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Giants' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 4. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. Throw across his body is complete. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
15 yards.
That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
He'll step up and run this.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
If you want to win in this league and have a successful defense, how you perform on 3rd down is critical. Even more so, your backs are up against the wall. The offense finds themselves down in the red zone looking for 6. Those 3rd down sacks go a long way to keeping touchdowns off the board and making them settle for field goals.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Bears draw even as they tie the game.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. Olszewski now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Giants offense and their quarterback Jackson Dart heading back out to the field. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. Spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll go to the ground, and here's Tracy on first down. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to 3rd down? We see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds.
On first down, Dart. That's made right side. It's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 20 on the heels of another big play to begin this drive.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, this is one of those times where you really see the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not the days of just go past the first down, turn around, catch it, and fall. we see so many guys around the league that with the ball in their hand, they're almost more running back than they are tight end. So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on them early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. He's got it at the 7. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They get 24 on that one. And just like that, it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal, New York.
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They need 6 for the touchdown. 2nd and goal. They'll go with him again. And he's in. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. His 2nd touchdown of this 1st half. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Gano on to add the extra point. It's up and good. And the Giants will go up by 7.
27. Bears 20.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Bears offense about ready to take over once more. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. That's Bobby Okereke there for the stop.
Tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 5. They'll go play action here with Williams. He takes off. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
It wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
The tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll just throw that one away, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Odunze. On second down, it's Williams. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
13 yards on that pass play. First down, Chicago.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll give on the ground, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched. His yards before contact got to be better.
Throwing on second down, Williams. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
A gain of 10 yards.
Big-time completion here as they try to get some points before the half. And remember, they're getting the ball back after the break, so they get a chance to double up possessions here if they're able to put a scoring drive together in the closing stages of this half.
On first down, it's Swift. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 16-yard line.
A play fake. Now Williams. Loveland open right side. He's got it. And he'll get forward. Give him about 4 yards before getting out of bounds, and that's going to bring up third down. On third down, it's Williams from the gun. To the goal line and in. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Chicago.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix and run, mix and pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession, worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
On is Santos for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears will tie things up here in the first half.
At 27.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over just before the half. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with first and 10. Pass pulled in by Tracy. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Dart on first and 10. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds here. And it's only a gain of a yard.
48-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. Right back to Johnson. He's got it again. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 14
Now a timeout.
yards.
Giants, that is their second. As that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. To the air again goes Dart. He has Hyatt complete. And the offense will elect to burn a timeout. 5 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Good snap, good hold, really good operation by the specialist. Gives this offense the lead right before the halftime break. Now the question will be, can they build on this as they try to close this game out as we look forward to the second half?
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. To the left side, he's got Komet, and he's going to be out of bounds. Triple zeros up there on the clock. We have reached the end of the first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen with you from the EA Studios in Orlando. This has been a heck of a game so far. Just a field goal separating these two squads. You have to imagine both sides are trying to figure out how to clean things up, put some touchdowns up in the second half. Let's find out what goes on in the third quarter. Back out to the stadium and our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thanks. Probably a tough halftime for the defensive coordinators, trying to do something to slow down these offenses. What a show they put on in the first half. 3 points, all that separates these two sides, as half number 2 kicks off. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. To the left side, into the hands of Moore. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick 1st down.
Throwing with anticipation, it not only requires the confidence in both your accuracy and the timing, but it also forces the receiver to be on time and where the quarterback expects you to be. And this is one of those examples, man. When those two things are on point, it results in a 1st down.
Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Seems like there was some miscommunication that time. They clearly weren't on the same page. That's something that they've got to get on the sideline and get corrected as soon as possible, because I think they just missed out on what could have been a big play.
Give up the middle with Swift. Past midfield to the 45. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
It's definitely nice to have one of those bruising, punishing backs kind of help wear down the defense. But I'll tell you what, you can give me a flat-out electric runner like this guy any day of the week. He can turn on those jets, get in that high gear, and he is gone.
And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 23-yard line.
From the 23, here's 2nd and 1. They will run it over center with Swift. And he'll get the 1st down there, a pickup of about 5 yards.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit. here at this stage of the game.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They'll turn and hand this one off. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
15 yards. That's another Bears 1st down.
And this offense just continues to chew up yards and get 1st down after 1st down. And defensively now, you find yourself a little bit on your heels. You're defending a goal-to-go situation. They need to step up here and get a stop.
To throw is Williams. We'll try to set up the screen here to Swift. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing is Williams. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. One of the Giants has it. He's inside the 40, inside the 20, and he returns this all the way. Touchdown, Giants. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defensive coach starts practice with takeaway circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense make their way out to take over once more.
23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Quick slant, caught by Burden. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. He'll get this underneath to Swift. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his 1st and 2nd read, but what they fail to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, that is downfield and caught by Zacchaeus. 23 yards on that pass play. 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And that was just a simple read that time. He knew his guy was going to come open in the middle of the field based on the look they gave. All he had to do was let the play develop and then deliver a strike to pick up the first down.
The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Off play action. Here's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. That's 13 more on that play, and quickly another first down. They'll run out of the gun. It is Swift. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Taken down at the 11-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here comes 2nd and 4. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
That is incomplete. Great work to get in there, make things difficult defensively, and it sets up 4th down.
Results in a 4th
Every
down.
so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th and wind up turning it over on down. The Giants offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. Now it's Tracy looking to run, and that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
It's a loss of 2.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
It is 3rd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Dart. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. A gain of 16 yards. 1st down, Giants.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Dart. This one's broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
And he's into a slide to avoid the contact. Does so successfully, and it's a 1st down.
17 yards. And the Giants 1st down.
And that's the problem with playing man coverage. There's just not enough eyes on the quarterback, everyone has their eyes on their receiver that they're matched up with, and he's able to pick up that first down with his legs.
A ball deep for the end zone. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Throw left side, that's Johnson. And he'll get only a yard before he's out of bounds, and that's going to set up a third down.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
12 yards on that hookup. That's good for a Giants first down.
Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'd like to see them do a better job here the rest of the game, Mike, just disguising the coverage from the pre-snap look to the post-snap look. And what I mean is, when you have a quarterback at this level and what they see before the ball's in their hands is the exact same thing they see once they do get the ball, everything is just so much easier for them to process. Change the look, change the coverages, move your safeties. Make the quarterback have to process with the ball in his hand.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 3. On the ground, here's Tracy. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Giants first down. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Giants.
The throw is Dart. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
On play action, it is Dart. Forced out left. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Give him 11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 19.
Well, he's doing it all on this drive. He's throwing the ball well, and now he's able to use his legs to pick up good yardage and get a fresh set of downs.
Slayton is the man in motion. On the handoff, here comes Tracy. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards.
Taken down at the 14-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll run again. It's Tracy again. And he's got another one. Tyrone Tracy. Touchdown, New York. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. And make it 3 touchdowns. Now, remember, he caught the one earlier. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And, Mike, this is what every offense is searching for out of the running back position. Can you impact the game equally on the ground as you can through the air? And that's exactly what this guy has done so far today.
Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants are able to extend the lead.
27.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on first down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one's over the middle and into the hands of Zacchaeus. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Complete to Cole Kmet. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at their 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go play action here with Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And even though you're facing a big deficit, I still think this is the right decision. At some point, you do have to start forcing the ball to make something happen, but you can't be reckless. So I think this would have been more on the reckless side, and certainly a good decision. Maintain possession of the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Got to give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty solid. But at the end of it, there was just nowhere to go, and he had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
The Bears send out their punt team. The punt for the 2nd time, looking to pin the opponent back deep. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Giants offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. The lead is 17 as they try to maybe pull away in this one. It is 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tracy. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Here's Dart. Now a screen set up for Tracy. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. Screen works to perfection. Give him 18 yards and move the chains. First down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. Off-balance throw, it's complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Giants' 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, he's got Burton. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He was brought down by Andrew Phillips. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
2nd and 5. Here's Williams. The right side, caught by Burton. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. 1st down and goal. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Luther Burden. Touchdown, Bears. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10.
44, Bears 34.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
And maybe a little more conservative approach following that interception on the last drive. With nobody open, instead of forcing it downfield, he just throws it away, and you can tell he's trying to avoid another costly mistake.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and give it up the middle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
Out of the gun, 3rd down. It's Dart. He'll try and get there on the ground.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
The Giants sending out their punter, and he's on to punt for just the second time in this game. And a fair catch is taken, and is just inside the 20-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Tackle made by Bobby Okereke. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams now to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down.
And 9 yards.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
I think as the offense comes to the sideline now, the quarterback and his wide receivers need to get together and say, hey, guys, what are you seeing out there? How can we find some open targets? Because on that last down, there was nowhere to go with the ball.
The Bears sending out their punt team. Good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Giants offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll run with Tracy. And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
Number one rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Pass pulled in by Tracy. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield. 20 yards on that pass play. First down, Giants.
It's a gain of 20. First down, New York.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the 4th quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. We don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
2nd and 10. A carry here for Tracy. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
3rd, they need 8. Throwing, dart. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The Giants sending out their punter.
For the Giants.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense, set for their next possession. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. He stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about a yard. 2nd down.
7-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
To throw is Williams. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
So often we see on these deep passes, the defender lose track of the ball in the air. They then tend to panic, and it either leads to a big pass completion or a defensive PI. In this case, he stays in phase. He's able to break the ball up and prevent a big play from happening.
Fair catch signal, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. The Giants offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll motion their tight end Johnson. The run here with Devin Singletary. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. And that's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now Dart. That is caught. It's Robinson. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. They get 21 on that one. That's good for a Giants 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
A throw on the move is caught, and he's down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21. 1st down, Giants.
A gain of 21 yards.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback,
and this is going to be caught, but they say out of bounds. So, incomplete pass.
So they're not going to come down with the reception, but, Mike, this is actually a really good ball. So with the coverage being as tight as it was, the only place that quarterback can put the ball is high and to the outside, saying, hey, if my guy can't come down with it and keep his feet in bounds, nobody is. The last thing you want to do is miss that ball on the inside, because those are the ones that end up going the other direction.
Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. Gain of 13 for number 13. And a 1st down.
13 yards on the play. That's another Giants 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
And after allowing a chunk play on that previous down, nice job there settling in. They make a big play of their own, and they get him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. On the handoff, Singletary. He'll turn this into a gain of about 4. It's going to lead to 3rd down.
26. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Out of shotgun. It's Dark. Rolling right. Taking off. He'll try to get there. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
21 yards.
Here you are at the end of the game. You need a stop. You find yourself trailing. You have everybody covered, and the quarterback gets loose. Those are the plays that just kill a defensive coordinator. You're about to force a punt, about to get the ball back to your offense. Give credit to the quarterback. He made a play when they needed it.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
We're seeing such an uptick, Mike, across the league in these hybrid kind of positionless defenders, especially safety. So are they a safety? Are they a linebacker? They're good in both coverage. And in this case, they can play near the line of scrimmage and still make plays on the ground.
On 2nd down, Dark. Good blocking, and he's in. Jackson Dark, touchdown, New York.
Giants.
Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Now, Gano for the extra point. He's got it. And the Giants will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Bears 34.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. He fields it at the 8. Past midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike, when you've given up this many points, you're going to get quite the workload with your return units, and that's a really good effort right there. I mean, it's going to get lost anytime you have a one-sided game like this, but that's great determination on that run back.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense set for their next possession. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll let one go down the middle. That is caught. What a throw. Olamide Zaccheaus. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
On is Santos for the PAT. got it. And the Bears are able to cut the deficit to 10.
The score, Giants 51, Bears 41.
So here's Santos after the touchdown.
Chicago.
He's out to kick this one off. Olszewski now to return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Play fake, now Dart, out wide, that's Singletary. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Dart. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be taken down. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Giants first down.
A little surprising here, Mike. They continue to throw the ball with this type of lead here in the fourth quarter, but with the day they've had, I don't know if I could really blame them. I mean, with the amount of man coverage that they're seeing, right now, the quarterback's just saying, what's my best matchup? Who do I love to gain separation? And just throw him the ball. And for the most part of the game, it's continued to work. It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
To the air once more is Dart. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Now a screen going to be set up for Singletary. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
And this is what can happen when you're so worried about protecting the sticks, Mike. You force them to throw the ball underneath, but then you've got to be able to rally the ball and tackle. But they weren't able to do it before he gets to the line to gain, and he ends up picking up the first down anyway.
In motion, it's Robinson. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Dart. He'll step up and run this.
Jackson Dart! A gain of 9 yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10.
These plays just kill you on defense. The pressure is good, but you have to contain them. Quarterback does a nice job of escaping the pocket, turns into a runner, scrambles for positive yardage.
They'll run. It's Singletary. And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Bears' 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 5. Now the former Sun Devil, it's Cam Scatterboo. And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
To throw is Dart. He'll try to run for it. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a first down.
Yards on the play.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
15-yard line.
Up the middle. Here's Singletary. The defense uses its second timeout here, and don't forget, clock going to stop when we hit the 2-minute warning as well.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 14-yard line.
Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll run once more with Singletary. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down. Now after that last play, we have an injured Bear on the field. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. They'll try and run for the first with Singletary. A dive, and he's in! Devin Singletary. Touchdown, Giants. Gano on to add the extra point. His kick is good. And the Giants are going to extend their lead.
Giants 58, Bears 41.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Duvernay on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. DeAndre Swift of the Bears offense set for their next possession. And he has been the focal point of this offense. When you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably know the offensive line's been stellar. And they have been so far. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Throw on the run is complete, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up
2 minutes remain in the fourth quarter. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now a 3rd and 2. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. A gain there of 11. Good for a Bears first down.
It's a gain of 11.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. He keeps it himself. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out.
play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Giants offense ready to get back at it. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. Only one timeout remaining for the defense.
Previous play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Now he'll run it.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Bears first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Now Williams. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll get it inside the 20. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
To throw, it's Williams. Off he goes. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And the Giants come up with it.
Recovery by the Giants.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Only one timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee. So a road win here for the Giants. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.